a very warm welcome to a brand new episode of the Future of Mining, presented by Normet and partnered by Times Network. Normet is working for securing a safe and sustainable future, innovating for performance, partnering for lifetime values. With over 50 years in the mining and tunneling operations, the knowledge and experience gained makes Normet a leader in the industry.
At Normet, we work for securing a safe and sustainable future, innovating for performance, partnering for lifetime value. With over 50 years in the mining and tunneling operations, the knowledge and experience gained made Normet a leader in the industry. Leveraging 60 years of global expertise in defining the future underground with in-depth application knowledge, process expertise, and the wide range of technological solutions, Normet provides advanced equipment with state-of-the-art market-leading technologies, value-added services, high-quality construction chemicals, and rock reinforcement solutions for projects around the world to enhance success and improve productivity. With latest technologies for underground mining and tunneling industries, Normet's equipment are designed for safe operation, reliability, and cost-effective performance over their full life cycle. Normet Smart Drive battery electric technology is used across on machines for underground logistics, lifting and installations, exposed charging and sprayed concrete. Normet Smart Drive provides improved performance with zero local emissions. Our construction chemicals and rock reinforcement solutions are designed to provide instant support and to provide a safe working environment. From sprayed concrete to tunnel boring machine chemicals, as well as technical solutions such as our bolting systems and anchors, Normet offers various service agreements, rental fleet, and customized solutions to meet your needs. Normet has a global support network with hundreds of service engineers and 16 service centers in over 30 countries to support the requirement.
And with this backdrop, I have with me Mr. Ed Santamaria, President and CEO of Normet Group. Thank you so much, Mr. Santamaria, for joining us into this conversation, sir. And I would like to start by asking you that Normet has completed 60 years this year, and congratulations first of all for that. And how do you see the next 60 years for Normet Group?
Well, equally as exciting as the past 60 years, but quite different in many ways, different from a company point of view that if I go back 60 years in the company's history, it started as two brothers working in a very small shed, as many small companies do, to where Normet is today, present in over 30 countries, 32 countries to be exact, and some 52, 53 locations. The next 60 years, I think, will be driven more from using that strong foundation and the technology base, the innovation that Normet has, and the transformation that's underway in the industry. So we see it as a very exciting period. Normet is an ambitious company, and we feel very, very prepared for the next 60 years that's ahead of us.
So mines are increasingly asking manufacturers and suppliers about how equipment can reduce waste and use energy more efficiently. Please tell us about Normet's Smart Spray technology in this regard.
I think Smart Spray is one technology solution to improve productivity underground, whether that's a mine or a tunnel. You know, our ambition at Normet is to be the first company to have fully autonomous concrete spraying capabilities. We have been building up various stages of achieving that full autonomous capability. We're about stage 3 now, going up to stage 5. Now that will allow a much more safer environment for the operators, a much more productive environment for the owners, for our customers. And obviously a lot more productive with less waste, because the machine will spray autonomously with the enhancement of the scanning technology. So it'll spray exactly where it needs to spray with exactly what needs to be sprayed. So we will eliminate waste. But that smart spray is only one of our technology solutions. I think if you think of Normet across a number of key processes like sprayed concrete, explosive charging, scaling, there are many improvements in the end-to-end process to eliminate waste. And that's what our ambition is, to continue working to optimize those end-to-end processes. That's how we differentiate Normet.
Sir, as the world is moving towards net zero emissions, what are the efforts done by Normet to help in reducing emissions?
I guess the first step in that decarbonisation effort for our customers is around the transition from diesel powertrains to battery electric vehicles. And Normet Smart Drive platform of vehicles is specifically designed for that, and we're very well equipped with that technology. Our Smart Drive platforms are new. They're custom designed for the battery electric vehicle technology, custom designed to work in underground applications and the underground environment with specific regards to safety and risk, but also capable of adopting additional technologies like digitalisation and automation and many other smart features. I think beyond the transition of electrification underground, there's also a couple of other areas where we see significant role that Normet can play in the industry, especially around sprayed concrete. And some of the work we're doing with our tunnelling customers on different designs, for example, really eliminate the use of cement. And if we can eliminate the use of cement, not eliminate completely, but reduce the amount of dependency on the current technology cement compounds, we can have a big impact on decarbonisation, and the environmental impact is significant. So if we can eliminate waste with the sprayed concrete process, if we can adopt different design technologies for the mine and the tunnels, and if we can use new things that we're learning around the composition of the materials, including cement, then we see that we're having a very significant contribution to the overall decarbonisation and net zero ambitions of our customers and the industry.
Mr. Santamaria, mine excavating is increasingly going deeper and deeper, which means more dangerous environments. Above all else, the safety is a key priority. Can you please tell us about how Normet is working towards the safety of the operators?
First of all, the safety mindset of our people and our company safety culture is our starting point, and it's very important that we have a strong, positive safety culture. That then allows us to support our customers, help them learn, help them improve, but also to help us in the designing of the products and the services that we bring to the industry and to our customers. So our own safety culture, our safety mindset, safety best practices as a starting point, but then making sure that those inputs go into the products that we deliver, the services that we deliver, that they are in line with the transition to deeper underground, enhancing the safety profile of those operations. And I think we also need to be very conscious of not only the safety environment as we go underground, but the health environment. And that's where Normet is doing a tremendous amount on some smart drive machines. You know, the benefit they bring to those deeper underground environments in the reduction of noise and heat, along with the complete reduction and elimination of diesel emissions, is something that's very fundamentally critical to enable that transition to deeper underground mining.
So digitization and automation definitely doesn't mean that the job of a miner is redundant, but rather the way that they work is changing. Hands-on workers are still required for operations and maintenance to ensure that this new technology continues to work efficiently. How do you take on reskilling the workforce?
I think there are many things that we all need to do internally and as an industry around upskilling workforces. What we're doing at Normet is we strive to form partnerships with education institutions, schools, colleges, universities, and especially in and around the local communities and where we have our local operations. We also supplement that with learnings around our new technologies. We have very, again, smart, new technology type learning tools like simulators where we can train operators in a safe, remote environment away from the risk of the workplace. We do a lot of internal training programs on our new technologies. For example, our smart drive machines. We have a very extensive training program for our internal people, but also our customers' employees. And then we also have to make the transition to upskill people to analyse data, to use data effectively. So there's some of the things that we're doing at Normet towards upskilling our own people, but also our customers' people and industry people in these technology transitions that are underway.
Mr. Santamaria, please tell us about the mission goal of Normet, which will bring transformation in sustainable underground mining.
Look, I think our ambition is to be a company that makes a positive difference to the industry, to our customers and to our people. What I see is that we will make a very significant contribution to the environment overall, especially in decarbonisation. Normet will make a very significant contribution to the industry in bringing new technologies and new ideas that will continue with a higher level of safety and productivity. Normet will play a very significant role in improving the overall health environment of the people in mining and tunnelling. And last but not least, Normet will be very conscious and be very committed to social programs, to supporting the local communities, to making a positive difference to those local communities and our people that work in those local operations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Santamaria, for joining us into this conversation and with this intriguing discussion, of course, on future of mining. Let's take a small break, but on the other side, we will have Subhashish Mohanty, MD of Normet India, to discuss further plans of Normet in India. And welcome back on the future of mining, presented by Normet and partnered by Times Network. And now we have Mr. Subhashish Mohanty, MD of Normet India, to discuss further plans of Normet in India. Thank you so much, Mr. Mohanty, for joining us into this conversation, sir. And I would like to start by asking you that how Indian economy in the past has seen tremendous growth in the last couple of years. Sir, how is Normet contributing to the Indian economy and also Make in India?
The India market of Normet contributes to almost 20% of the global revenue of Normet, and as such there is a big potential for Normet in India being a part of the infrastructure industry. So be it mining or tunneling, we have a fair chance of growth since the whole industry is growing, and we see the boom going ahead for the next 10 years at least today when we have the visibility of the projects coming up. So keeping into all this aspect, we are looking to strengthen the global footprint here in India rather than depending on the other production centers across the globe. Today what we have is a plant in an equipment plant which manufactures few of the local units. We have a small service center, and we have couple of chemicals plants spread across different industries. But what we are looking at in future and which is under production today is the big project which comes up is the Center of Excellence, and that when is in place is the largest greenfield investment for Normet anywhere in the globe. And what it comprises, it will comprise the global production center that will manufacture equipments for meeting the local requirement as well as other countries. It will have the global refurbishment center also, and it also has the training hub for all the customers here in India as well as for our internal employees. Apart from these three business related things, we also have the R&D center for equipment based from that premise. We are looking for these incremental investments to have a better presence in the country, not only looking at the market in India, but also additional revenue what comes from exports. So Normet as an organization looking for a long term, as bringing in new technology to India, which is not only made available to the customers, but also are viable in nature, and also the development, the upgrading of the skill available today in the country, and creating job for Indian people, the youngsters who are passing out from the colleges and schools to be employed in our factory.
Okay. Sir, I would also like you to shed some light on Normet's initiative of battery electric vehicles, especially the BEVs that we call in India.
So battery electric vehicles, this requirement was seen by Normet to be the game changer for the sustainable development of the environment, and we started working globally from 2018. Coming to India, we have been among those few leading OEMs who have already been working with different mines as well as the tunneling contractors to introduce BEVs. We already have a tie-up with Hindustan Zinc Limited, and they are pretty serious about this objective by introducing battery electric vehicle. So we are bringing in equipments, and also what plays quite a critical role in the performance of the battery electric vehicles are the chargers. So we have been supporting our customers with designing of the whole charger requirement, that's the numbers, the requirements of the capacity, as well as the location of the chargers to be placed in the mines. In certain cases, even we are investing ourselves by putting the chargers just to support the whole initiatives. Now today we have battery electric vehicles available for almost all the applications and the models we had with diesel propelled engines, and the battery electric vehicles are definitely bringing in a lot of advantages with first of all absolutely low local emission, lower noise, low heat generation, and also very least minimum maintenance cost. And the speed of the movement of the machines of the battery electric vehicles are so fast, overall it improves the productivity of the equipments. Now this is the the number part, what we see the benefits with battery electric vehicles, but all these benefits also improves the environment below in the mines, which are very confined in the mines or the tunnels, to have a better working environment for the people down there. And for the mines owner and the tunnel developers, they don't need to improve the exhaust ventilation in those places. So it's a part of our sustainability objective also. We have been working for promoting more of battery electric vehicles.
Sir, sustainable development goals are actually what the companies and the countries are targeting globally today. If I ask you, what are Normet India's initiatives to actually meet the sustainable development goals for the entire Normet Group?
Normet Group strongly believes in the triple bottom line approach in business and is committed to all its stakeholders with the sustainability objectives. And as a part of that, in India, we have identified 11 objectives on which, across the 3 pillars of ESG, on which we are driving our actions and the steps quite closely, mostly around reducing carbon emissions, circularity, energy efficiency, employee engagement, diversity, and also community development, just to name a few among those 11 objectives. Now carbon emissions, anyway I spoke about the BEVs, that's mostly driving that objective. When it comes to circularity, we have the service centers which are working to improve or extend the life of the equipments, so that we don't replace those equipments quite frequently as it used to happen in 5 to 7 years, and we are now working with the customers so that we extend the life of the equipment till 10 years. as a part of our CSR activities, we are working with different community development activities. We have adopted school in Jaipur. We are also developing a school outside Udaipur. We are also involved in social development with certain villages in Maharashtra, and also adopting some of the families, socially downtrodden families in other parts of the country. So that's how we have been involved in the different sustainability.
And in the end, of course, everybody would like to know what are the future plans of Normet in India?
Yeah, I think when it comes to our industry and the activities we are doing, one side we are lucky to be a part of this industry, which has got a lot of potential and lot of projects already in pipeline. So the future looks quite bright, and in the past we had exponential growth, and we look forward to establish our position more firm in this industry. When it comes to customers, we are focused very much to ensure that the equipments or the services what we provide, it's safe, it's the quality part is ensured, their productivity is improved finally. That's how they can get the benefit of using Normet equipment or Normet chemicals. And the other part of the future is, of course, our employees, who play quite a critical role. And I personally see, when it comes to the employees' career progression, it starts with we developing their competency, but that ultimately getting translated with the improvement of the remuneration. So that's something we have been working quite closely with the employees. Apart from well-being activities, what we ensure to have employees also involved in the growth of the organization. Then the third pillar, and also quite a critical one, are our vendors. So we involve our vendors to move from more a transactional relationship to be a long-term solution-based relationship, so that they grow along with us. So ultimately we look all these three stakeholders to consider Normet as a preferred place to work and to have a business relationship.
Absolutely, sir. Pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, there were some great insights on how Normet is actually mining the future with sustainable development goals. Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Future of Mining, presented by Normet and partnered by Times Network.